You ever see a 40-foot holographic Christmas tree before? Get ready to be amazed, I was. There's like thousands of addressable LEDs here. And if this tree is not impressive enough, look at the ground effects. I'm gonna give you the full picture here. We're gonna drive up really close to this thing. And you're gonna get a chance to see every sequence that it does. I mean, just look at that. It's like laser beams. I can't even imagine the computing power that it takes to do this. I mean, how many Raspberry Pis are hooked up to this thing? It's like the entire field is all lit up. I don't even want to know how much this thing costs. Now, it won't be long and we're going to be watching a whole nother effect go on. You ready for it? There it is. It's like a rainbow waterfall. This thing's huge. It's like 40 feet high. If you're wondering how I'm getting these pictures, I'm hanging out the moonroof on the car. There's no snow flying, but it is cold out here. Okay, the next effect is going to be happening here soon. I mean, everybody in the car is just going, I can't believe this thing. Okay, well, here's the next effect. And just look at the field. It's matched. Now, this thing's got a couple more patterns that it's got. And of course, this thing synchronized the music. Now, the next effect is this is gonna start to disappear in like splotches. It's kind of weird. Okay, I'll get the camera pulled back around and here it is. I mean, this thing's like a big hologram or something. Imagine this thing in your front yard. The next one's kind of like plaid, kind of like Scottish plaid. That thing's cool. It's like a kilt. I want to hear bagpipes. We're done with the plaid, on to the next. Kind of like electric rain or something. It's like the rain is falling from the sky and hitting the ground. Now, I know this one is a brand new display because this was not here last year. The lights keep getting more and more sophisticated every single year. Who knows, next year you might be able to watch TV in this thing. Imagine watching Star Wars or the Brady Bunch. Well, things changed again. Every one of these lights is individually controlled. If you aren't blown away by this, then the camera's just not doing it justice. It's hard to capture the size of this thing. Every once in a while you'll see a car in the distance and you can see how big this thing is. You can see the headlights back there, but they just kind of blend into the background. Now here's an interesting pattern. Strings of light just kind of moving around. Now on this one you might expect to see an alien spaceship up there. And that field of lights is just spectacular. You can see the reflections just coming off the top of the car too. I think everybody should watch one of these light shows from the top of their moving car. It may not be a very good idea because every time I hit a pothole, I'm bouncing all over the place. Now let's make this real clear, I am not driving. It's almost taken every muscle in my body to keep this camera steady. Now as this thing starts to go into the background, I think we've just about seen all the patterns. I would definitely say this was the highlight of the show. And as we drift back, you can see that entire field back there. This further distance gives you that different perspective. Alrighty, well I'm down to about 1% power on this camera. It always seems when there's something really cool, you don't have any digital film left. I'm like 1% power, I think I can get a little bit more. Now we're starting to see those patterns repeat. So what do you guys think? That was like one of the coolest light displays I've ever seen, or at least one of the highest tech ones. Who knows, maybe Las Vegas, this is just chump change, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed the show.